Hi there. It's Woody back for yet another chat. I believe it's the third video I've done this week. I've been really, things have happened. Things have been interesting, and I'm just taking a little walk down the river. I don't know if you can see the river behind me. This is the River Medway in Kent. I live about 5 minutes away from this. It's a nice place to go for a walk, you know, collect my thoughts, ponder life, and just getting out in a bit of fresh air. It's freezing cold, really cold today, and I'm hoping it doesn't rain while I'm out, but if it does, it does. But I suppose I just want to share some more of my cancer adventure. Monday was my visit to the bone clinic, which is the osteoporosis unit at the hospital. I met a very nice doctor who basically gave me some good news, which is nice to hear, that the osteoporosis is very, very early stage, because it's been found reasonably early. It's controllable without going into too much heavy treatment, so I haven't got to have the injections. She's put me on a tablet that basically I take one a week, which is better than having another injection, I think, so that's a positive. PSA result, I still don't know, and I've actually found that the last week I've not really been that bothered about it. I know it's starting to rise, but I've kind of come to this point of view that the more I know about it, the more stressful I get. The more I wait for the result, the more stressful I get, all for something I can't control, and I'm kind of fed up chasing it, to be honest, and hoping that if there is a drastic change in it, that it gets flagged up and they do something about it, rather than me having to chase it up all the time. And I feel better for that. I actually do feel better that I don't know what the result is, so I'm going to just assume in my rose-tinted glasses that the result is good and it's actually gone down, and we'll see. The thing about all this is it just brings on anxiety. If you can't control the situation, it's very easy to lose yourself in your mind and start thinking about the worst case scenario, which is what we humans do. We're just great at that. We're great at predicting our own disasters, and most of the times, like I said, we don't even happen, but we're great at doing that. So I got a bit fed up, and I just thought, right, I don't want to know. I don't really want to chase this up, and I'm going to see how long I can go for without asking anyone what my PSA is. So it was a little over a week ago. We'll see. I had my monthly hormone injection on Tuesday. I'm just going to walk back this way. I told myself before the injection that I wasn't going to get a reaction off it, and it was going to be good, and it was going to clear up really quickly, and it was going to be the best. And sure enough, it was. It really was. I just kept saying to myself, this is not going to hurt, Woody, this is not going to hurt. Because normally it takes about 48 hours for it to really calm down, and sometimes even longer. And also, I've sometimes had some quite nasty reactions, almost like having a flu kind of coming on for sort of 48 hours. So I had it at lunchtime on Tuesday, by 10 o'clock the next morning, absolutely no pain whatsoever, no reaction. It was absolutely really good. So part of me thinks that's the power of my mind and the power of suggestion, that I've told myself that it's gonna hurt. It could be a coincidence, but I've done this before with other things, and I've told myself that, you know, this isn't going to be as bad as I think it's going to be, and trying to create a different expectation, because what we do is we create these expectations in our mind, and we live by those, and we experience them. And there's this thing called a placebo effect, where you basically, if your belief in something changes the outcome in what you're doing. Those people that believe in their medication have a better chance of the medication being more successful than those who don't. It's a fascinating thing, the placebo effect. It's used in clinical trials as a test. So it's usually a placebo tablet. It's made of sugar, and it's completely inert. There's no substances in there, just to test to see how it is against the real thing. And people don't know whether they're taking placebo or taking a drug, and quite often the placebo has remarkable effects, and people who believe they've taken things like depression tablets, for instance, have amazing results, and they've just taken a placebo. Anyway, who knows? One thing I'm going to do going forward is try and create that placebo effect in my mind for all my treatment, for everything I do, all my treatment especially, but every time I take my tablets, I'm going to tell myself how good they are and how they're going to help, and all the scans are, you know, everything. I think if you have cancer, you have a certain expectation that you have to be really careful you don't, you know, stage 4 incurable cancer is an expectation. You know, nobody knows whether you're going to be the one who survives it. There are plenty of people who survive stage 4 incurable cancers, plenty of them. And if you fully expect that it's going to kill you, I expect it will. But if you equally fully expect that it won't kill you, I expect you've got a much better chance of beating the odds. The placebo effect is an amazing thing. It creates the same, during the trials they've actually found that it creates the same chemicals as the tablets that it's supposed to be replacing. So like, for instance, depression tablets, people believe they're taking antidepressant tablets, and these trials, when they've measured people's levels of cortisol and the things that they need that help them with depression, it's shown that the brain will produce its own drug equal to the one it's thinking it's taking. So I think it's quite amazing, and I think it's something that is in there. It's a weapon we can use. I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. I wonder how many of you have thought like this. I've loved all the comments recently, and some really nice comments about me when I was really struggling last week or two ago. Some very supportive comments coming from people, which, you know, I really appreciate, guys. I really do. And that's why I kind of started this YouTube channel in the hope that it does help people, to help each other. The more we start sharing our experiences and ideas, I think the stronger we become. And yeah, please let me know if you have used some kind of placebo effect, or noticed that, you know, when you expect to be hurting, you hurt more. There's nothing to lose with this. I think we're at a stage where, you know, especially if you are with stage 4 cancer, where you've got nothing to lose, to try out things, just thinking differently, experimenting with how you're using your mind, and be careful what you're saying to yourself, because there is this law of attraction, you know. Again, some people might just think it's mumbo jumbo, but there seems to be a growing trend that the law of attraction works, and the more you think about something, the more you attract it. I guess we'll only know when the experiment's over. For me, hopefully I'm still talking about this in 10 years' time and saying, do you know what, guys, it works, or it's worked for me. And there's other people going, it's worked for me too. So I see no reason why people can't start thinking this way, and because doctors don't seem to have that same belief, do they? And I honestly think it's us. We make or break, we cure ourselves. The doctor just supplies the tablets. We are the ones that create the environment in our minds where the body accepts those tablets and helps us to heal, or we create the environment where we don't believe in them, where they don't work. So something to think about. Maybe it makes someone sit up and take notice, and someone just to play around with this in their minds. And I think it's a positive mindset for a start. I think one of the things that's so powerful about this is that, for a start, you're being positive, unless of course you're thinking it don't work. But even if you're tricking yourself and you're telling yourself over and over again, this is working, you know, miracles happen. You want to be one of those miracles. I want to be one of those miracles. If one person's had the miracle, one person survived your cancer, there's no reason why much more of us can't. I hear stories, and I spoke to people who unfortunately have lost relatives to cancer, that once they've been diagnosed with cancer, they've tended to just accept that fate and give up, and the belief that will kill them has killed them, you know. And I think we just shouldn't be like that. We've got to, you know, the word cancer is a word that's becoming more and more common. Apparently 50% of us are going to have some form of cancer at some point in our life. This is incredible. It's rising rapidly, so we've got to change the way we deal with it, I think. Until then, next time, stay strong. Believe in yourself, believe in your mind, believe in your body. You can do this. And yeah, thanks again for all the comments. Please keep them coming. So I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.